Look, I'm not going to fall in the same overgeneralizing fucking trap these people did. Okay? Nah, not Mecca. So I'm going to tell you right now, not all psychologists are evil. Not all shrinks are willingly doing the work of Satan. Some of them are so good and they're so trained to believe that the hospital and the doctors are the good guys that they don't see it coming. They just go along with it. You take this prescription. They're really that blind. Some of them don't even know that prescription pills cause the most death. Some of them don't really consider that it's part of their responsibility too to judge the pharmaceutical companies before they give their patients pills. They go, oh, it's the FDC, it's the CDC, the Department of the Corrections are going to lock up all the bad guys, and the FDC are going to point them out to them, and all the government regulators are going to save us all. Nuh-uh. It's not how it works. Historically, on record, a bunch... I'm not going to... If I don't, you know, for me to finish this video, I'll probably wake up the whole fucking neighborhood. So I'm not going to do it. I'm going to end tonight like this. I was going to get all the way to 200. I was going to go all the way to 200 today. That was my plan. But now I'm going to wait till tomorrow morning and I'm going to finish it then. Because we are not finishing the video series on SETI's watch. We're not doing it on SETI's time. We're going to rise with the sun and we're going to finish it then. Because SETI doesn't get the last say. I'm sick of this motherfucker getting the last say. You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough we end the day with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough that motherfucker put out the sun at the end of the fucking day. And I'm not talking about some magical fucking being flies around and darkens the sun. Nah. The way, you know, the Egyptians were right about SETI putting out the sun. You know what I'm saying? They were completely right about that. And it just, there's different levels of it. There's different, it's more than one way. It's all connected. Okay? It's not just the sun goes down and, you know what I'm saying, the earth is revolving around the sun and it's not a perfect shape and blah, blah, blah. No. It's more complicated than that. It's God allowed the sun to come down from our point of view to represent SETI in our lives in a way that we could see. Because the heavens declare the glory of God and his mistakes as well. That's the part they left out. Thank you. Well, actually, no, this is only 2 minutes long, so let me try to end this on a calmer note. On a calmer note, you know, we're not on a witch hunt for sociologists, psychologists or sociologists. We're not on a witch hunt for women. We're not on a witch hunt for black people. I got no fucking black people. What the fuck am I talking about? Of course we're not on a witch hunt for fucking black people. We're not on a witch hunt for any fucking buddy. You know what the fuck I'm trying to say, okay? Let me take it back to the timeline for you motherfuckers, okay? Remember I talked about the temple of Hercules, Hercules, and how Hercules has to do with the sun, and how he had 12 labors. You can relate that to the 12 signs of the zodiac, the 12 helpers, the 12 months of the year. You can relate that to, you know, etc., etc. Okay? Well, the temple of Solomon, and the temple of Hercules, and the temple of Heru, and the temple of Osiris, they're all looking at the same thing. The temple of the Aten. They're saying, what is the relationship with light and energy and God? What is the relationship with what God allows us to see and what some other force is trying to confuse us with by giving us a version of the truth that is taken out of context? What Satan does is he gives you the version of a truth that is true, but it's taken out of context. So your instinct says, hey, this is true, I'm going to roll with it. But it's taken out of context, so you end up rolling with it off a fucking cliff. Don't fall victim to that shit. Don't fall victim of the shit. If you don't take anything away from my videos, if there's one thing you take away, is, when I say do what Mecca do, I mean do the righteous stuff that I do. Don't do the mistakes that I did, that I spent this whole fucking time warning you about and worrying about what's going to happen to you. What's going to happen to you people who don't see things in as clever way as I do? What's going to happen to you people who can't put things together as quick as me? That's what I'm concerned with. I'm not worried about myself. I could be a bootlicker and make $1 million fucking dollars and live on a beach full of women. I'm smart enough to do anything I want. I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about you. What's going to happen to you people? What's going to happen to you people after they put me on a fucking cross? What's going to happen to you people after they put Jesus on a cross? What's going to happen to you people? if the devil leads you a fucking stray? What's going to happen to you people if you don't heed my warnings? Are you going to sit there crying? Oh, I should have heeded the warnings of Mecca. I should have listened. We can cry together. Well, I can fall, but when I see you crying, I'm probably going to start wanting to cry too. Because I know how you fucking feel. It's a bunch of cocksucking scum that tricked you to do something that you wouldn't have done otherwise. They put you in an environment that made you do things you wouldn't have done otherwise. Just like the fucking Germans in World War II. They became Nazis when they wouldn't have done that. Because the devil gave them a certain point of view that wasn't entirely the truth. They didn't give them the whole truth. They gave them a little glimpse. They said, oh, the Jews are conspiring against you. I'm going to leave it at that. Now let's go kill them. Wait a second. What about the entire story behind that? It completely changed their course of action had they seen the whole story. Yeah, that's true. But it's the whole story that makes your behavior and your attitude and your reaction to it and your revolution in response of it go in a whole different direction. Don't let these fucking scumbags manipulate you. Like they even manipulated a genius like me. They even know how to manipulate somebody as smart as me and my mother and my father. They even manipulate brain surgeons. Let me tell you this right now. If these scum can manipulate brain surgeons and rocket scientists and molecular biologists and anthropologists, what makes you think they can't manipulate you? What makes you think that? Don't fall victim to that pompous, arrogant fucking trap too. Don't be some egotistical, ethnocentric, tribalistic fuck like me. Because I fell into a trap that I'll never get out of. They forced me to fight the white man for the rest of my life. Because that's the only course of action that makes sense now. They killed enough of my chess pieces, and the only course of action in order to checkmate the white man is to do things this fucking way. Don't fall victim into that trap where you become crippled. Don't let the word crip mean cripple, because the white man crippled you till the only way you can move is on a wheelchair. Don't let him do that to you. And don't let me turn in my fucking grave knowing that I lost to a bunch of snakes. If they demonize my people, they even demonize some of my teachers. So they can't go back to their own people and help them out. You know why? Oh, I'm not going to go there with you. Ooh, I'm not going to go there with you. How there's crazy horses lives in me too. I'm not going to go in you. I'm not a Native American. But do I understand Crazy Horse and Sitting Bull? Do I understand Awa, a fictional character from a movie? Yeah, you betcha. Could that fictional character very well have been based on a real person? Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that character was based on me. Because you don't have to be from that tribe or that tribe to that tribe, that tribe, that tribe to know what it's like to be a tribalistic motherfucker. To know what it's like to say, I am this from this tribe and you're not fucking with my people or my land. To take that stand with that spear. I'm asking all the revolutionaries to stand there with me with our spears up and accept whatever fate God gives us. Because no matter what happens, we're at war with the devil. Win or lose. Through thick and thin. Through suffering and in health. Through sickness and in well-being. When I approach death with my spear up and say, no. God did not allow you to claim my people. What I should have done 10, 15 years ago. They fooled me not to do. I stood to the side and said, oh, you're deaf? That's my people? Well, right on through. Go ahead and take my son. Go ahead and take my tribe. I'm telling you right now, death, you are fucking with the wrong one. You've allowed other people to come back to life on their deathbed, and you took my family, and you worked with the white man. I'm going to tell you right now, Seti. I'm going to tell you right now. You're not fucking with me. I'm going to tell you right now, Satan. I'm going to tell you right now. If my story ends with me dying, battling your scumbag minions, and casting out your spirit back to that inferno, don't ever mistake that. My story's begun with me listening to the angels and rebuking you, and it ends with me falling on the battlefield, battling you scum, and my followers inspired by my story that you will try to censor. Oh, we're going to use SOPA. We're going to use the Patriot Act. We're going to use YouTube staff. I'm going to tell you like this. Stop pressuring the people and the sites that are giving my message out. Stop putting pressure on the good people to not take my side. Because God is watching you. God is watching you. You can abuse me, but when your judgment comes, you will reap it.